Hey mates, and welcome to More Than Meets the Eyes. I'm your host Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be doing a box opening. 2 box openings. We've got the G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Outpost boxes 1 and 2 for you today. They include the Trench Viper, and I have no idea what's in here. All I know is that it's supposed to be like a Cobra Outhouse. So today we're going to open this up and we're going to talk about it and figure out, like, what's in the box? What's in the box? So please join me today as we figure this out and see if we can just get this guy opened up. Now, where are we supposed to open you up from? Guessing on this side, because this side's got the little tabby thing. And is there any tape holding this stuff together? Is there any tape? Do you have tape holding you in? Ah, there is some tape. It's right here. Let's go ahead and slide that tape. Come on. Come on. There. Good. Oh, I scratched the box a little bit. Oh well. Alright, let's pull that open. There we go. Slide you apart, slide you apart. Let's flip it upside down. And, well, flip it right side up and pull it out. There we go. Oh, it comes out in a nice little tray. Oh, we get one of the cool little boxes again. That has the accessories in it. And there's nothing else in that box. So there's the box. Off to the side, we've got our Trench Viper. We've got this thing of accessories. We're going to set that over here. Pardon me. Scissors go there. Scissors, don't you get caught up in my... There we go. I forgot to close them. All right, let's see what we got in this first box. First off, we get our Trench Viper in his little plastic sleeve. Look at him. Look at him. He's in there pretty good. Oh yeah, by the way, please like, share, and subscribe to help me raise awareness of the blind and visually impaired through alternative means and methods, and this is including to, but not limited to, doing a blind box opening for the G.I. Joe Classified series. I do love me some G.I. Joe Classified series because it's a good series for the blind because of the sheer textured in details that each one of these action figures have, and that's why I'm always going on and on about it. But we're going to save our Trench Viper friend here for later because, I mean, it's a Trench Viper. We kind of get what's going to happen with this guy. We've talked about the Alley Viper before, and the Trench Viper is apparently similar, so he's going to be last. Sorry to all those people who wanted to see him first, but honestly, I want to see what came in the box first. That's what I'm curious about. And figuring out how to open up this box. That's what I'm really just intrigued about. Like, what is it? What did we get? What did we get? Where's my scissors? Here's my scissors. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing in here. Now, this stuff is tied down, just about as tight as the Vamp was, and the Night Attack. Let's see. All right. And the Cobra Night Stinger. They both had a lot of ties inside their little boxes. They managed to pack a lot into these little boxes, that's for sure. Don't break anything, you silly scissors. Just cut. Scissors. Scissors. There you go. There. All right. Let's see what these things are. So we've got a... Ooh, they're ladders. I didn't know we got 2 ladders. I thought we were only getting 1 ladder. Will this ladder work for my beautiful raptor? Let's see. Does it use the same? No, it doesn't use the same technique as the raptor, but I can. Neat. Okay, so we get two ladders that aren't able to work with the raptor because they have these weird little clips. So we'll see what these little clips on the ladders go to, but so far, I like that. You know what these feel like? These feel like those aluminum ladders you can get at Home Depot and stuff, even down to the textures on the rungs and how the rungs are shaped. Oh my God, these are aluminum ladders you get from Home Depot. That's pretty cool. All right, so that's the ladders. Neat. I like the textures on them. Let's see what we got over here. We've got the sandbags, I think, right here. So let's go ahead and save our sandbags from the crushing weight of the box. Let's see. Sandbags, what else is holding you in this box? Huh? What else is holding you in here? Is there another thing holding you down? Huh. What is it? What is up with sandbags? Sandbags, I want to pull, oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, there's a hidden one. Ah, they hid that one in between some of the sandbags. You gotta kind of get in there between the sandbags and the box. There it goes. Okay, here's the sandbags. Oh, these look fun. That's actually really cool. They did a good job with these sandbags. I like this one that's just kind of kiltered off to the side. There's just a big old stack of sandbags. Looks like there's a little clip on the edge where we can plug it into more things, maybe. What about this side? No, nothing on that. I don't think that's the case. I think that's actually just a sandbag that's slightly ripped open and there's a bit of sand being poured out. Let's see. You can just set that down. But it doesn't seem like this sandbag has any other connections. So it's just a sandbag wall that you can just plop down wherever you want. I thought for sure it would have connectability to other sandbag walls so you can kind of do the Command and Conquer thing and do a big line of sandbags. But oh well. I do like how this one feels. It does feel like a bunch of sandbags, and each of them is done in a very coarse material, or at least a coarse texture, like the coarse texture you get from sandbags. If you've ever held a sandbag, you know it's made out of that really tough fabric, and that's really rough to the feel. And these feel like sandbags. I mean, I've worked with sandbags before, and that's really good. That's really good. I especially like this little one on the edge that's got a tear in it, and some of the sand is literally pouring out. And I like that they included a sandy texture to the sand that's being poured out. Those are just the little attentions to detail I do love about this series. That is so much fun. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. We got this box inside of a box, and I don't know how we're supposed to open the box in a box. Doesn't seem like it comes out. No, it doesn't come out, but it's supposed to unfold somehow. Let's see. We're going to figure this box out. We're going to figure out this box in a box. Something's happening with this box. Let's see. Is there any way to unattach this box? Well, that's neat. I didn't know this entire thing on the side just kind of folded up. That makes things a little easier to reach around in here. Nope. Is there a way to open this box? How do we get into this one? It's like glued down on the side. There's a... How do we open this without destroying the box? Did they make it impossible to open? What's going on here? They can't get to my stuff. This is so weird. There's gotta be a way to open the box inside of this box. But there's nothing on the top. There's nothing on the side except this little folded over bit right here on the side. That seems to be glued in place. Let's see what happens if I grab that little edge and try to pull it up. What happens if I pull this edge up? Okay, there we go. Alright, so I pulled that edge up, and... Ah, there it goes. So I had to break the box over there in that corner, and then kind of just tear the box open, I guess. I really hate that I have to tear this box open. Oh, well, let's see if we can pull these pieces out without destroying more of the box. Okay, so there's one piece. Alright, Let's go ahead and scoot back just a bit. So there's one piece. There's the other pieces. Here's some more pieces. And the last piece. Is that all the pieces in that little box? It's inside of a box, inside of a box? Yeah. Alright, now let's go ahead and put this box back in this box for temporary. There we go. Let me get in the... Oh my god, you got yourself caught up on the corner. Here, how did... There it goes. Okay, and then you not... Thank you. Good grief. Why aren't you in there all the way? Oh my god. Box. Okay, there we go. Whew. That was a lot. That was a lot. So let's see what we have here. We've got this weird little panel here. It's got a window in it. 2 windows. Or is it supposed to be sideways? Or is it supposed to be vertical? So we got 1 panel here. Neat. Let's see. We're gonna slide the character off to the side. We're gonna put that off to the side. The ladder pieces are gonna go off. Come here, ladder pieces. Thank you. Okay, off to the side. Now we've got this wall chunk here, which has got some really cool corrugated textures in it and stuff. This is a weird one. All right, so that's, I'm guessing that's a wall. Let's see, what else we got over here? I'm gonna slide you over there, and we're just gonna set the wall section there. And what are you? I'm guessing you're another wall section, but you're a wall section that can connect to this wall section. That's cool. Got little clips. It's got 4 clips on it, 2 on each side. And then this section here has 4 little circle things that I'm assuming the clips go into. And then there's a correct way and a wrong way to connect these. So let's see if we can do it the right way first, or are we going to do it the wrong way first? Oh, cool. I think we're doing it the right way first. So we can actually clip these 2 guys together, can't we? Hey, there it goes. And hey now. There it goes. Cool. And now we got a little wall section. Look at that. You can just kind of set it there. That's nice. That's cool. Let's see what else we got in here. We've got whatever this is. Doesn't really feel like this is a wall section. I'm guessing this is either the floor section or it's the roof section. Okay. And then we have over here, we've got this piece here, which is another wall section. We can go ahead and connect that to this wall section over here. Let's go ahead and do that. There it goes. Neat. That's cool. Now, do we have a last little wall section with a door maybe? Yeah, here we go. Let's set this off to the side again. And let's see what else we get in here. We've got our other floor section or roof section, depending. I think this one's supposed to be roof or floor. I don't know. It's got little pegs, holes in it and stuff like that. So I guess we'll figure that out with the roof and the floor, because they are kind of, let's see if are they the same size panels? They are the same size panels. So these guys are interchangeable, I assume. Wait. They're different. Are you different? Yeah. They're straight up, and they're almost the same. Yeah, see, and then it's got similar stuff to it, but one of them is different than the other one. These guys are close together, but they're not the same. Interesting. They're not even the same sizes exactly. Look at that. One of them is slightly longer on this bowed section than the other one. Yeah, they have 3 sections that are flat, and then they have 1 section that has 1, 2, 3 sides. So the 3-sided section, which is kind of like the top of an octagon, is one of them is longer than the other one. So they are different. I thought the floor panel and the roof panel were going to be the same panel, but turns out I am wrong. And this is a weapons rack piece that somehow fits in with everything else. But how? How do you fit in with everything? Let's see. Okay, so we've got our 3 wall sections. It doesn't seem we got a door. I was thinking maybe we would get a door, but apparently we don't get door. But we do get these 3 wall sections here, and one of them can hold this weapons rack. And it seems to be very similar to the weapons rack we got with the Hiss tank. So let's see if we can actually attach the weapons rack real quick, and then we'll move on to figuring out the other stuff that came in this box. Okay, so there's a peg, and there's a peg hole. Oh, neat. Okay, so it just fits into the peg holes that are on the side of the wall, and now it's in there. That was pretty easy to put the weapons rack in there, and now we got a weapons rack on one of our wall sections. Isn't that fun? Cool. Now, can we actually attach these wall sections to one of these floor sections? Let's see. Which one of these floor sections will work, though? Will it be the bigger one or the smaller one? So, let's see. All right, so this is the smaller one. There's the curved section. Here's our curved wall piece. And we get Oh, look at that. It just kind of, it all pegs in place. Very, very easily pegged in place. Look at that. It's a little place. It's a little place for your figure to stand. It's got a weapons rack in it. I think some cool TVs and stuff would be neat too. Oh, that's neat. All right, so that's kind of what we got. Now we can put this other piece on top of it. We can flip that piece over, and there we go. And then it can just kind of rest up here, I think, maybe? Let's see. How is this piece supposed to fit in here? You're gonna snap in place there. There we go. And then you're gonna snap in place over here on this side, right? There it is. Yeah, who's a good roof panel? You're a good roof panel. No, you're not. You're a terrible roof panel. Why did you do this? You screwed up, roof panel. How did you manage this? How did you manage this roof panel? Bad roof panel. Bad. Oh, that piece isn't right. Okay, so once you get these guys in there, they're actually in there pretty good. There it goes. All right, so that piece wasn't clipped in properly. And now this piece should fit all the way around. There we go. Neat. Very cool. I don't really like these whole ends sticking out. These little teeth guys. I wish we'd gotten male and female sides. Oh well. So that's the initial structure of it, and I'm assuming these ladder pieces clip onto the sides somehow. How are these guys supposed to clip in? Let's see. Are you supposed to just kind of clip onto that? Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. You can just slide that ladder over there. There we go. You know what? This thing comes with 2 ladders, so we could just kind of clip this ladder. Let's see if it just clips onto the side over here. So, oh, wait. But this one has a lip. So what about this side that has a lip? No. The ladder doesn't go on the side that has a lip. The ladder can't go on a side that has a wall structure below it. It doesn't like that. The ladder can go on the side of the roof that doesn't have a wall structure below it. It seems to enjoy that. So there we got 2 ladders right there. And I don't know how I feel about those ladder connections. That one's pretty sturdy. And you know, they're okay, but they wiggle a lot. Because they're not leaning against a wall. They're just kind of hanging free. Alright, so that's the ladder so far. Let's see what we got in our little box of accessories. We're supposed to be getting... all this stuff is doubled. So we're going to pull out our first... Ooh, crinkly bag. Oh, crinkles. Okay. Gotta love the crinkly tissue paper, right? Ooh. Now we get to rip it. Oh. That's satisfying. Okay. Let's see. We got, Ooh. This is the same type of gun that came with the Vamp. That's cool. Let's see, what else we got in here? We've got the shield for our Cobra guy. It's the same type of shield that came with the Alley Viper, except it seems they've added a little more rubber to the inside, which may help it be a better shield. It may hurt it. It all depends on how good that rubber holds up. And the shield itself is very rubberized, unlike the Alley Viper shield, which means this one's heavier. Okay, so that's the shield for our new Trench Viper. We're going to set that shield off to the side. Let's see what else we get in here. We've got a weapons mount, I'm assuming. I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to be. Don't think... Wait. There's a spot there. Will it fit? No, it doesn't like that. Does it like it on the other side, though? Let's see. It does like it on the other side. 1 second. Sweat in the eye. I don't know why I'm sweating so much. Okay. So there is gun and weird little tower thing. And here's another little tower thing. Maybe they're lights. And we've got a... What in the world are you? I don't know. But it's neat. Let's see. What else we got in here? We've got another, what in the world are you? Because you're kind of cool, but I don't know what you are. Oh, wait, they connect together. I think maybe these are Maybe these are the mounts for the guns? I don't know. But if we slice them together, there it goes, and there it goes. And we're not going to clip it together too sturdy yet, because I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. So we've got these two pieces that kind of sit together. And let's see if this gun will fit on these guys. No. No. But will you fit in there? That's a question. Let's see. Hello, hello? Hello, hello. You do! You do fit in there! And it moves up and down. That's cool. That's cool. So, I don't want to close it up just yet. So we're going to set that off to the side because I want to double check before I do anything permanent. Because you can't take some of these things back once you connect them together in G.I. Joe. So let's continue. All right, we got another one of these half-step things. So that is further conclusion that they mix with these guys, the lamppost things. And now we've got a... I don't even know. I've got no clue. This is weird. Okay, so it's rounded. It's got some edges on it. Maybe it's supposed to be a satellite dish. Oh, okay. So let's see if we can find a place to put it up here. Satellite dish. You got a peg hole, so you need to find a peg. You're a peg, so you need to find a hole. Let's see, any holes up here? All these just peg spots. We're gonna have to figure out where all of you guys fit. Nope. Okay. All right. We're gonna figure that out, but I'm gonna set the satellite dish up there. Let's see, what else have we got? And that's all from the first bag. Cool. So that's the first bag of weird stuff. Let's take a look at the second bag of weird stuff. Oh, there's an instruction manual. Neat. We're gonna just open that up and put our eyes all over it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna stare at this instruction manual and learn. Hey, sarcasm over. Let's see what the last little bag of random accessories that we got. This one's smaller. This one's a lot smaller. And I think this one's got our Trench Viper's backpack in it. There it goes. Let's take a look. We've got in here, we've got our... I don't know. What is this? What is this supposed to be? Is it supposed to be a light? Is this a lamp? Or is it I think it's supposed to be a spotlight. But it sits on top of something. Oh, it sits on top of this weird pole thing that we were talking about earlier. And then, of course, can the weird pole thing sit in there? Oh, it can. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so that we can use our second weird pole thing, wherever it went. No, not those things. Not the gun. Where's our little pole thing? Here's our little pole thing. So we're going to put our satellite dish on top of the little pole thing. And then we can set the little pole thing up over here on top of that little peg. Right? Will it fit on that little peg? It will. Look at that. Now it's got some towers. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's see what else we get in here. We've got we've got the ammunition for our gun over here. So where's our gun? Here's our gun. Yep, there's the hole for the ammunition to slip into. Make sure the bullets are facing forwards. Be silly if they were facing the other way. And there we go. And you got a little bit of these clips that are missing their bullets, and that can kind of sit on the other side, like it's already fired a few rounds, and then you just you could pull the gun, the bullets through. All right, let's see what else is in this little bag. We've got our I don't know. That's a little clip thing. I got no clue about it. We got a little clip thing. We've also got another little clip thing. It's I don't know. It's a little shield that has a peg on it. Okay, and we're going to set these pieces off to the side so we can look at these guys I'm pulling out now. You guys go over here. You half things, and there's that little panel, little weird piece. Let's see, we've got. Oh, look at that! We've got. And this is that thing I was talking about earlier, where I was like, oh, I really wish they had a piece. This is it. This has two little C-clips on it that are connected together, so you can actually extend pieces, I'm assuming. But we need the female version of that. We don't have that yet. So let's see. We should have a second one of those clips, I'm assuming. And another weird thing. What in the world? What are you? You've got two little handles on you, and some diode things there, and a place where you can slide in. Do you slide into the back of the gun here? Huh? Do you slide into the back of the gun? You do! You slide into the back of the gun to give yourself little handles, but they're really thick handles, so they're going to stretch my character's fingers out if I have them hold on to these goofy handles, but it fits into the back of the gun. I was right to assume that. All right, let's continue. Let's see. We've got a... Well, we got another weird thing. Let's see. It's a... Feels like it could be a pistol grip, but it's not. It feels also like it slips into the back of the gun. Does this gun get two accessories? Let's see. Let's unplug that and see what happens if I put... I do! Oh, look at that. I like that one better. That's a pistol grip for the back of this gun. That's more interesting than this other one. So the gun's got different grips that you can put on it. So you can have your characters doing different things. That's cool. We got another one of these C-clip things. I'm wondering if they actually fit onto these things. No. What will these C-clips be used for? Do they fit on the ladder rungs? Well, they do kind of fit on the ladder rungs, but I don't think that's right. They fit up here on the roof? They do kind of fit up on the roof, but that's, again, I don't think that's right. So we've got two of these C-clip things now. Okay. And we've got... Aha! This is that thing I was wondering about. So this is a double connector for these female connection bits on the end, I'm assuming. Let's go ahead and see if it works. Huh? Come on. Come on. Clip in there. Clip. Clip. There it goes. Yeah, it works. Yay! It's exactly what I thought it was. Awesome. It just takes a lot of pressure to get it in there. Cool. Okay, and we should get a second one of those. Here is a second one of the double female connector pieces. Okay, and we've got a lot of little things in here. We've got little pegs. We've got another weird weapon mount piece. I don't know what this can go to, but ooh, isn't that neat? So where's that little panel that we got earlier? See this little panel I was talking about? It's got a little hole at the top of it, and this thing's got a little hole underneath it, and now we can connect it there, and oh my god, let's see if this gun has what I think it does. It seems like this gun may have some spots for these little pieces to clip onto on it. So we can create a... Is it right there? I think that's it right there. Nope, that's not right. Let's see. Where does this gun have its little piece to clip in? Is it right there? No. Is it more forwards? Nope. Alright, somewhere this gun has the ability to clip onto this little piece. And when you do that, I'm assuming it becomes a more easily accessible weapon. There it is. I think that's the spot. Nope. Okay. Now we're going to have to learn more about that. I'm going to play with it and get some sighted people to help me out figuring that piece out. But that is neat. I think that's supposed to be a little gun mount. Here's another one of those double male connector pieces. So we can put that over here on this side and finish this out. Of course, we'll do that later, because that takes a lot of pressure to get those guys to connect. And what else? We've got a lot of little pieces in here. Oh my god. We got 2 more of those weird C connector bits. And we've got some more of these tiny little... These super tiny little pegs. And I don't know what they're going to be used for. But there's a lot of them in here. There's more than 4. Let's see. And we got another one of those C-clip pieces, which I'm still confused by. And we've got another one of those C-clip pieces. Wow, so many. And we got 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Is that all of them? We get 4 of these little pegs. 4 of these tiny, easy-to-lose little pegs. Wow, there's a lot of small pieces in this. A lot more small pieces than I initially thought there would be. But where are these little peg guys supposed to go? I don't want to lose them, so I gotta figure out where they go before, things get crazy with this thing. Let's see. Maybe there's a place on the floor in here for them to go to. We're going to take off one of the ladders, take off the other ladder, and let's see if there's a spot in here we can find. Not really getting any spots down there. No sort of holes. That's sad. So yeah, I have no idea what these little pieces are supposed to be used for, but there are 4 of them. Do they connect to the underside of the roof maybe to allow things to hang down? That would be cool if that was real, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. But do they connect to the sides on this thing? Let's see. Oh, there's a peg hole in this. Maybe they fit into those little peg holes on the sides. It does! Okay, so it fits in the little peg holes that are sticking out of the sides of this guy, of the interior. And there's 1 peg hole, 2 peg holes, 2 peg holes on each wall panel. They're only on the exterior. Any of the peg holes on the exterior? No. And that one's being held together with the weapons mount. Any peg hole on the weird rounded piece of wall that has the windows? And that's a negative. So it seems that you get enough pegs to fill things in if you want. Wait. What about the underside? I didn't check down here. Okay, so there's a little hole there, and there's a little piece there, and... Nope, nothing down there. Okay, so we are left with these 3 little pegs that I've got no clue where I'm supposed to store them. And we've also got little pegs that stick in there. So I'm going to have to actually get a... uh-oh. Can I pull them out once I put them in there? Yeah, I can. Okay, so just don't put them in too deep. So we're going to set the leftover ones in there so they don't get lost. And now we're going to put all of these other little pieces, these little C-clips and stuff inside of this little box guy so they don't get lost. And we're going to look at the Trench Viper before we call him into this video because, wow, these are a lot of cool pieces and I am going to have a lot of fun playing around and experimenting with this. I'm trying to figure out what all of this stuff combines together to become. And, these guys are especially freaking me out because I'm not sure if I'd be able to take them apart once I put them together. I'm hoping that they come apart, but let's do that right now. And, oh God, stick it together. Okay, it's together. It's all together now. Now, does it come back apart? It does. Okay, good. Good. You can take it apart once you put it together. Wonderful. And there's a little spot underneath there where something can be plugged in. Can one of these little peg things be plugged into that? Let's see. Where's one of my little peg things? Let's see. Okay, on the underside of this, we've got that little... It does plug into that little hole on the underside. So that's something you can do with it. you can plug it in there, and then that can fit somewhere. I don't know where, but you know what? That's how you'll lock it down. So that's something you can do. That's something you can do. And where's the rest of it? Okay, so there's the other half of that thing, and there's that thing. Throw you guys in there too. And we got our ladders. Let me just go ahead and put the ladders there. I was surprised we got 2. I was not expecting 2 ladders, and I was kind of expecting a door, but I'll take it. Anything else in this box? Nope, we can put this box back in this box so these guys can live together. There we go, there we go. And close that box. Finally, let's take a look at our Trench Viper. Here he is, Trench Viper. Ooh, we can actually set you right there. That's actually really light too. Nice. It's sturdy but light. Oh, and there's another one of those C things I forgot to put in here. Go ahead and drop that. Drop that in there. There it goes. Okay. Is this a sticker sheet? Nope. It's just more instructions. Cool. All right. Let's pull out the Trench Viper. Ooh, the Trench Viper. Let me know in the comments. What is this guy's color scheme? I would like to know. So, I'm gonna absolutely ruin this plastic. Come on, Trench Viper. Why are your hands stuck into the... They just don't like it making easy. They don't make it easy for us, do they? There it goes. Okay, here is our Viper pulled out of his prison. He's got a knife sheath on one arm, like the Alley Viper did. Let's see, double jointed elbows, wonderful. Removable face mask. Yep, it moves up and down, so he can raise it up and lower it down. I like this one's shape. And that's really nice. It feels a bit flimsy. He keeps trying to fall off him. I don't know what's going on with that. Will you get back on your little peg? You get back on the little peg. Alright. It's not wanting to fit back on this little peg. There it goes. No, it didn't. Okay, that one's going to be... I'm going to have to play with that to get his face mask right, but rotation there, the articulations here, the sculpt work is exactly what I've come to expect from this guy. The Trench Viper, of course, doesn't have much going on in this core because of his crazy armor he has, but he does have some core bend in there. It's not much, but it's a little bit. He's got the big old armor that hangs down below his groin. He's got a big old yield sign on. That's fun. He's got the holster on his arm. Boots have textures underneath them. Excellent. And we'll talk about this guy in depth on another day. But for box opening, I'd say, not too bad. I don't like how his face mask is a little weird, but you know what? I can figure that out later. So that is the Trench Viper. Now let's get his accessories out and take a look at them. Let me know in the comments below, what is the Trench Viper's color scheme? Let's see. So here's his conifer, his knife, I'm assuming. It's really long. I hate it whenever they do this little thin piece of tape that rips on you all the time. You gotta pull this tape up and out. And there we go. We've got our knife for the Trench Viper. And pulling this back even further, we've got, what is this? Something else for the Trench Viper that I don't remember him having before. Okay, is there anything else? Nope, that's all that's there. Okay, put that back. And where's your pistol? Huh? Where is your pistol at? There's the pistol. Come here, pistol. Come on, pistol. Get out of your home. Oh, my God. Come on, pistol. There it goes. Pop it up. There we go. All right. Hard plastic. Oh, wait, no. Rubber. It's a rubber pistol. It's a shame. They keep giving us rubber. Like, I want rubber on my Transformers tires, and I want plastic for my G.I. Joe guns. I mean, it's... It's not complicated here. But yeah, that's a rubbery pistol again. Nuts. Okay, so we've got his 3 accessories he came with. So first, pistol goes in the sheath for the pistol. The knife goes in the knife sheath on his arm. Here we are. Nice. And finally, and that's interesting, the knife sheath on his arm is different than I remember. Huh. Okay. And finally, this thing. It's another knife. Okay, where's your other sheath? Where's your other sheath? We've got another knife sheath. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this knife goes into this sheath. There. Right? Nope. Backwards. Right? Did I put it in backwards? Yeah, I did. There it goes. And there he is. Outfitted with his pistol, his 2 knives, and his... Let's get him his shield. Yeah, put his shield on, which isn't too difficult to put on. That's something I have enjoyed about the Alley Viper, was his shield was actually pretty easy to achieve. You just got to remember one side is the correct side and the other side is the wrong side. Yeah, good luck finding it out. Because I always get it confused. So, the best way, of course, to put his shield on is to take his hand and pull his hand out. There it goes. Now we can slip this shield through his armhole and through his other armhole. Come on. Come on. Slip your shield on. There it goes. Stretch it. Stretch it, man. Stretch it. A little more. A little more. You got it. You got it. There it goes. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. Now we can put your arm back on. Your hand back in place. Let's put his hand back. Come on. There's where the hand goes, and now this is the difficult part, putting that hand back without knocking the visor off of his helmet. Ah, crap. That visor's annoying. Okay, we got this. Come on. Come on now. Don't fight me. Just plug back in. Just plug back in. There it goes. Okay, good. There we are. Now he's complete. Yes. Yes, you and your cockeyed visor, because visor's all sorts of screwed up now. Good grief. Alright, so this is a fun little thing to play with. First impressions after opening the box and pulling everything out. I was hoping for a bit more with it, but also at the same time, I really like what they did with it. Like, I was really hoping we'd get a door or something else like that, but I like what we've gotten. I'm gonna have to learn it, but my first impressions on this is it's a nice little nuts. Knocking things over here, blind_prime all the time. It's a nice little defense post. It's a nice little structure, as you can see by, let's see, we're going to put the Trench Viper beside it, and it goes just a bit above his head. So, is Hulk still hanging out on the table? Let's see, Hulk, are you still hanging out over here? If Hulk is hanging out over here, we can do something fun. Let's see. Nuts. Oh, here he is. He's riding the raptor. The Rattler. He was hanging out on top of the Rattler. That's why I couldn't find him under the Rattler. So here we go. Here's a nice little final size comparison. We've got, move that guy over here. We've got the Hulk, and the Hulk standing in front of this just makes it that much more insane. Just, the Hulk is so freaking huge. I love this Masterpiece Hulk, and I really like how we can use him to do some nice little size comparisons. Here we go. Look at that. It's incredible. All right. So the Hulk will have a piece of building to destroy now, and the Cobra will have some piece of building in order to stop the Hulk from destroying it. I think that this is a great addition to the G.I. Joe Classified series line. I really hope that they continue with the additions and make it where you can continue to add on to these structures if you want. Let me know in the comments what is the colors of this structure, and also, you know, the Alley Viper. And let me know also, what do you think about this? Do you think it's a fun little playset? Do you think the price was all right? I think the price was decent for something like this, but I'm still up in the air. I'm going to give it a couple of days to play with. On Friday, I'll give you a full in-depth review of it after I've spent the week covering Alchemist Prime and thinking about this and playing with him. So we'll have both of them open on Friday, and you can experience them with me. So please, tune in on Friday, where we will go in depth and have a blind reaction review of the G.I. Joe Classified Series Trench Viper with Cobra Outpost. Until next Prime, thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.